Ruin my glasses. How are these so sideways?
We live?
Yep.
Oh, we are live right now.
What up,
Scottsdale intermission. Just got off a call with our boys over at Spit Chick. Let's shout out to those fellas for having us on. G Money with Biz and the whole gang, though. Folks, I'm in a Zach Cassian jersey. The Heat Daddy in his Bone Daddy 69 jersey. What up, fellas? How we doing? We are full gear for this one. We're chilling, baby. We got a good game over here. 0-0 right now in this Eastern Conference showdown between two rivals, Heat Daddy. It's fucking hot here, I'll tell you that.
Hot
but it's 64.
Here, and my glasses are fogging up. And my fucking... anyway, thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Yeah, we were going to just get off, and we said, you know what? We're already geared up. We might as well just fucking stream. So we're going to stream for a little bit.
Did you tweet out the link?
I tweeted out this, yeah. But other than that, no, this is not Eric Stahl. This is actually, I don't know if you can see it. It says Bone Daddy. And I actually wore this jersey in a charity tournament. And I don't think a lot of people appreciated that because it says Bone Daddy 69 on it. And I remember I was playing in the tournament and I kept taking the puck and going glassing out. And one guy, I don't like to use the word billet dad because that's weird. Like, you're not my dad.
Right, you're not my dad.
Like, I live in your house and play hockey. Dude, it's pissing me off. Why am I? Do my glasses look fucked up or is it just me?
I didn't come out of your wrench. Like,
yeah.
Don't talk to me like that.
I'm not going to call him dad.
No.
But anyway.
Down in here, too.
Yeah, so anyway, I wore this jersey for a charity tournament, and all I did when I got the puck, I was going glass now. And this kid's dad, he's like, hey, what the hell happened with Rob's game? Why is Rob doing that? Like, why is he just getting the puck and clearing it? And the kid goes, Dad, he's fucking hammered. And it's true. I was filled up to the tits with Jaeger bombs and beer. It was a 10 a.m. start, and I couldn't even see. So anyway, there's a cool story about how I was drunk at a charity tournament hockey game.
Driving drunk.
Yeah, we appreciate Chicklets having us on. That was cool. We just didn't know what to say at first because like it's their fucking show, but it's fun snapping it around with those guys.
Yeah, those guys are beauties. RA, I love them all, but RA's got to be my favorite because he's just 3 sheets to the wind, hanging out. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth. I just love that guy. Love chopping it up. He just gives you like a different view on life.
Yeah, I kind of wish he asked me like if I had a Groundhog Day where I could repeat the same day over and over. Was he asking the city, right? Vegas? I wish I said Buffalo.
You should have said Buffalo. Yeah, you should have said. Shout out to Mother's Kitchen. Shout out to the staff there. I'm not going to get into too much detail, but I was talking to my good friend today, Kenny Agostino, who I call with Yale product, obviously AHL MVP, played the KHL, NHL games, but he was talking about one of his good buddies, and it was the guy that was giving me all the recommendations when we were there.
Nice.
Anthony Day. Shout out to Beauty Kinda, big friend of the show, also a big fan of yours. Anyways, he was just talking about Buffalo. We got on a tangent for like 10 or 15 minutes, and I was like, telling him, I was like, dude, me and Rob would like seriously consider doing 2-week stints there, probably in the summer. It's just, yeah, but not like, something you can kind of get in and out of. Like that place is just unbelievable. It's forever embedded in my heart how those people they showed up.
I love Buffalo.
The girls just want to have you. They just want to just laugh. Rob.
The girls want to get mad.
They want to, but they want you just to make fun of them. They want you to have them laugh, and then take the screws to them at a Hampton Inn, and that's all they need. Yeah,
I really like those. The girls of Buffalo and the dudes of Buffalo, not in a sexual way, but the dudes of Buffalo are awesome, dude. They just want to like show up and drink a goddamn fucking beer. But somebody just said get better Wi-Fi. It's really clear. I don't know what the hell you're looking at.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, boys, but right now we got this game. We're in between, obviously, the intermission report, PK Sloopban, Mark Rentier, and Steve Levy on the call. But more importantly, the boys over at Hockey Night Scottsdale. Folks, it is Wednesday. It is the Hump Day Special. One more day to Ladies' Night tomorrow night. It is Thursday. But if you're going to whack tonight, it is Hump Day. So let us know what you're doing, where you're tapping in from. Again, thank you for tuning into the boys over here. We're watching the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins Ryan Reeves, Daddy, just getting into hockey talk here for maybe the next 4.5 seconds. Ryan Reeves has let his presence be known, probably the most we've seen in this series yet, with those 2 big hits in one shift. I mean, talk about chin on chin there on Zacha. That was a fucking great hit.
No, dude, Ryan Reeves, whenever I see him hit a guy now, I just think that back to when I saw him in a restaurant. This is probably like a month ago, and I was taking a piss, and I just see this like huge guy next to me. And I was going to say black guy, but I don't know.
Yeah, you can say that. He's black.
Okay, so I saw this huge black guy next to me, and I said, holy shit. I didn't say holy shit because he was black. He was just a massive dude. I remember I didn't look at his wrench, but I look over and I go, oh, fuck, that's Ryan Reeves. And this guy, he is an absolute shit house. Like, he is built like a fire station. Like, so every time he hits a guy, Swish, like, I just remember how actually big this dude is, plus on skates, plus gear. Can't feel good. But you do get paid handsomely to take those hits in the national.
Oh my God. I just remember seeing him going to my first training camp. I was legit scared shitless when we played the first 2 days inter squad scrimmage, and he was on the other team. And I was playing against him. So he was on the 4th line. I was on the 4th D pair. So in inter squad games, you match up line on line. So every shift I was going over the boards was against Reeves. And this kid, a prospect at the time named Yannick Veilleux took a run at him. Absolutely dummied Reeves like from behind. And he's like, the next shift, we're fucking going. He cut him open on the dasher.
Yeah.
And they went to center ice. He called him out. Next time, both 4th lines were on the ice. They go to center ice. They drop the mitts. Nobody in the building is at the old Scott Trade Center where they play now at the Enterprise Center. And he fed him his lunch like I've never seen before. And that was like my welcome to pro hockey moment where Ryan Reeves, I mean, that guy with his shirt off, no Diddy, is one of the strongest guys I've ever seen. He's got no sort of body fat on him. It's crazy. And he's so scary, too. No, that's just like dude's just batted up with tattoos. He looks like a MMA fighter. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, no Diddy. When I see a big dude that's like jacked with tattoos, I'm not gonna lie. I look at him, not in like I want to whack a dude way.
Right.
It's just like these guys are specimens. They're freaks. They're freaks of nature.
Yeah.
And I don't look at them like my chick looks at them. I look at them like, holy fuck, this guy's unit.
Right. You're not thinking like, what does this guy's wrench look like? But oh my God, it's fucking massive. Yeah. So
I'm not a Colorado Avalanche fan, Switch. I don't want this guy to whack my chick.
Right. And you're necessarily like, don't just you're not gonna just take the screws to my lady with your wrench, but
get your wrench away from my chick.
Call JG Wrenchworth 877 cash now, folks, for a free quote today on your newest wrench. Anyway, speaking of wrenches, we got a wrench fest over here on the couch. Hockey Night in Scottsdale. Bob Gucci, Jay Swish, bringing you playoff coverage. You can't get anywhere else. Again, we have Dallas. We have Vegas tonight going again from the Big D. Vegas probably going to win that game. I would say they're going to go up 2-0. I don't know. The way they looked, I had their doubts going in that game, but did you see how good Pietrangelo looked? That's what I was looking at. Obviously, Stone's going to take some time. He scored a goal. But I think when you have a guy like Pietrangelo who missed some time and he steps back into the lineup and plays that well, like, fella, how are you going to get around that guy? Dude, that team, he's so good.
There's just some guys that turn it up in playoffs, and you should be building your hockey team around those guys. Pietrangelo is one of them. The experience, just nasty. I mean, it's fun watching those guys in the playoffs. Like, there's certain players you're going to tune on the fucking TV. You're going to turn on the satellite dish network in April, and there's guys that are going to show out, and he's one of them.
Well, it's just crazy to me that back when 2019 came around, free agency after they won the mug, and Dougie Strongarm had a chance to sign Petro, and it basically got to like an ego war where Petro wanted X amount of money. I think he wanted 8x8, 8x5. He would take it on a hometown discount. Dougie Strongarm wasn't going to budge and go below, I believe his number was 8x8. He ultimately goes over to Vegas, gets more bang for his buck because of the no state tax, gets more signing bonus money. I mean, when you have a defenseman like that, especially when I saw him up close and personal for those years in the summers, in skates, in games, like that guy's a fucking dog. Like he's just so good. He was the best pro I've ever seen in hockey in terms of his motor. He never gets tired. How good of shape he's in. He never boozes too. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's longevity, right? But that's longevity.
You got to do it, I guess.
You know what I mean? If you're looking at those guys, well, none of them throw like that, right? Like us. But there's a reason why he's that good, because his longevity, everything he puts in his body, I mean, his body's a goddamn temple. And it's crazy that he goes over to Vegas and he's still so good at 34 years old. I mean, I'd say he's probably got 3 or 4 years left of being a really good defenseman.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I'm sipping on a latte, but it has wild turkey bourbon in it. So
I can't believe you put the turkey in there. The old chicken, folks. If you haven't had wild turkey, Heat Daddy came over to my place. He's like, I need some bourbon. I had some Belfort whiskey. Shout out to the Dallas Stars. But I said, go with the turkey and be careful because that stuff is straight 87 unleaded. And oh my God, the kickin' chicken hits different. So, folks, if you don't know the turkey, this is not a free ad, but it is. The turkey is wild.
Yeah, so I mentioned Paul Cotter. Shout out to Paul Cotter, friend of the show, great kid from Michigan. Yeah, Cotter, you got to get him in the lineup. And you know what? Bruce Cassidy, with all due respect, fuck you. You got to put Paul Cotter in the lineup. He's going to bring that grit. He's going to get in there on the forecheck, and he's going to get messy because he's from Michigan. That's what Michigan guys do. They don't give a fuck.
They did the same thing with him last year. He played 60, 70-odd games, and then in the playoffs he was getting scratched and kind of whacked around a little bit with Butch Cassidy. They ended up winning the mug. Is Butch thinking, I'm doing the same thing to this kid this year? Is that what he's thinking?
Yeah, by the way, if you guys are buying my hat, there's these links that spam, here's the hat link. It's not true. Do not listen to these links. The hat is only on Heat Daddy merch, which I told Swish I had to shut down my store this week to catch up on orders. But it will be reopening on Friday morning. So don't listen to any. I can't believe I'm at the point where people are faking my merch. But yeah, HeatDaddyMerch.com is the only place to get your Heat Daddy merch. And yeah, Swish, I'm glad that Spit and Chicklets brought this up when we're on the podcast. They asked who's going to win the cup. About a month ago, I said Winnipeg. They're so boring. They're so structured. They're really good top to bottom.
Who's that?
Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I just think that they're a solid hockey club, and that's the teams that win. I mean, it's not like these guys that run and gun, and they have a lot of holes in their roster, a lot of holes in your girl. But, yeah, I think Winnipeg's a good team.
Hitting her with a 6-hole right into the armpit. No diddy. Yeah, I think they're a really good team. Obviously, that's going to be a dogfight up there in the Western Conference. A team that we talked about with the Chicklets guys in terms of they might have a chance to go to the mug, but I just won't believe it until I see it, is the Carolina Hurricanes. One thing about the Carolina Hurricanes that I wanted to mention on there, but I didn't want to blabber on because there's 9 dudes on there. One thing I thought is, why do they rim so many pucks? Why is there so many rim jobs when you have arguably the best or second best D-core in the whole league? It's in terms of, why do you do that? I mean, why do you rim everything? I think they're capable of making more plays. I think they're capable of skating more on first touch. I think just with that D-core, you could do a lot more with it, which Roddy Brindamore seems to think that the rim is the best play. Now, if you're going to the analytics side of things, you're talking to the nerds in the game, the scientists, if you will. They are the number 1 retrieval team in all of the league. So maybe that has something to do with it, where they just get out and they just fucking rim job, and they just have really good wall work in terms of picking it up off the yellow, which is that lower part of the board where the wingers corral it and make plays underneath and then change sides. I just thought, for them, I don't know. I just think they could do more. That's just my 2 cents. That might be worth one.
You don't have to rim everything like you're a divorced 44-year-old woman in Scottsdale. Jesus Christ. Look up, take your time, make a take pass, and get the puck out of the zone by just skating it with possession. You don't have to be like a lady in Scottsdale just looking to rim all the time. I mean, these ladies in Scottsdale, all they want to do is eat ass. It's insane.
All they do is want their back balcony just absolutely tongue punched. Anyways, I think, I think Kuznetsov, I mean, fuck, man. I mean, I think he's just one of those guys where he needs to feel good about where he's playing. He needs to feel happy where he's at. Obviously, I think in Washington, that road kind of led him down to a dark path where he's, probably doing snow, a little depressed, hanging out.
Hold on, sorry, I had to read.
I want to get the casting partner. And you get sad, and you end up in a rehab facility outside of Malibu. But in all seriousness, number one, hopefully he's okay. But I just think he seems happy again, and that's the biggest thing with some of these guys, especially these skill players. The better you feel, obviously off the ice, the better you feel at the rink. He looks like he's having fun again, and I just love when he gets that bird flap celly going. Oh my God, is that sick? It's one of the best cellies in all of hockey.
David Quinn got fired?
Yeah, he's a fucking loser. I just
saw that.
I just called him a loser. I don't know if he's a loser, but yeah, he got fired. Quinny, I don't think you're a loser, buddy. I don't know who you are, so
Quinny.
Apologize
Quinny ball game.
If you're listening to this. Horny gangster. Can we get the full definition of a nail gun? So a nail gun is a guy that's just a savage. He's an ultimate cocksman. He's a guy that throws both ways, probably, or at least has a good chin. Fucks hard. he's just snails. He's one of those guys that, wakes up and he eats snails for breakfast. He'll do anything for the fellas. He's tough as shit. No one's going to mess with him. A full, true nail gun are guys like Curtis McDermott, Ryan Reeves, Spicy Tuna O'Brien. These guys that just put their chin out there day in and day out. Not only do they keep it tucked, but they can take a punch. So nail guns, give it out. But more importantly, can also take it, because that's one big thing about being a gun is everyone can dish it out, but can you take it on the chin? And these guys, especially in the National League, they can do that.
All right, second period's back, but I'm tweeting out a disclaimer right now.
Yeah, we got second period action, folks. If you're following along right now, 19:07 on the radio dial. Again, Bruins versus Leafs. Mason Lohrei inserted into the lineup tonight. Kid out of Baton Rouge via Wisconsin, 34. Oh, just misses wide.
Eddie Beers, Rob, you should really go see a dentist because those teeth are awful. Guess what, baby? At least they're white, and at least I can eat your girl's box with them.
Ooh, oh my God.
I really don't care what some pussy on the internet has to say. How about this, Eddie Beers? DM me your email. Get on here, and you can say that chin to chin. You can say that to my chin, and you will get eviscerated. That's what's going to happen. I'll tell you right now. And I don't want to hear, oh, dude, can you delete that? No.
How about this?
Get on here, chin to chin, and say that to my face.
Chin to chin. Okay, folks, this is all time. I just got an update out of Utah. So Utah's doing their meet and greet today. Obviously, my brother's up there. A lot of the guys we know on the Coyotes are up there doing a meet and greet with the fans or doing a dinner. They introduced them all at the rink. And I guess apparently Liam O'Brien, our boy, who I gave the Chin of the Year award to, went up to the mic, Rob. He goes, "My name is Liam O'Brien. You can call me Spicy Tuna."
No way. Yeah. That's so sick.
That is so sick.
That's gangster. Shout out to Liam O'Brien, friend of the show. All right, folks, we're back for the second period here. We weren't even planning on streaming tonight, honestly, but we went on Chiclets. We put these the gear on. We got gear on. We got tape on. We got skates on.
Yeah, we're taped up, ready to fuck. I mean, folks, again, if you're tuning in right now, the TV's always synced up, fucking horseshit, especially with ESPN. Right now, we're at 17:26 on the clock. Again, Timothy Liljegren just played it to his partner, Jake McCabe. And they sent a little bit of a DDD pass, and it is going to go for icing as they try to connect with the apparent winger, and it just misses. Folks, again, right now, Emily Kaplan bringing us good coverage. But the boys over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale are bringing you better coverage. Again, right around the 13-minute marker, folks, we will go to commercial break. Please get at us in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We love when the people take a picture of the game, but also the alternate cast over here at Hockey Night, and you tweet it out. You throw it up on your Instagram. We'll repost it. We'll give you a little chin tuck, like whatever it is. Just do that. Let us know where you're watching from. Again, who do you have in this series?
Yeah, where are you guys watching from, too? Let us know where you're from. Drop where you're from. We love seeing this. Last time we had people from Austria, England. I know you guys don't give a shit, but we give a shit. So let us know where you're watching from. Even if you're watching from somewhere shitty like Freeport, Long Island, or pretty much anywhere in Nassau County. If you're a douchebag watching in New Jersey, let us know. Except for my boy, Sal, in here. I wish I put a bet on this game, dude. I didn't. I was gonna take Marchand over 2.5 shots because it was plus, it was belligerent. It was plus 140. I have a Prize Picks entry out, but I've just been losing every single time. Cup check.
Back check, fork check, pay check, cup check. Folks, never get caught with your chin untucked. Never get caught with your nuts not protected. Free quote today, again, called J.G. Wrenchworth. I get a quote today. I'm just sending out a tweet right now from my boy Spicy Tuna over in Utah. Grab the mic in Utah.
Boston, Ireland. We got Nassau County in the house, baby. Let's go. We need a goal in this game or something just to get us going. Like, for fuck's sake. I mean, for fuck's sake, what the fuck? I mean, for fuck's sake. Keep your chin tucked. 5,000 people have joined here in 19 minutes. That's an absolute world record for us. Thank you to everybody that's joined. You guys are watching the game with us. We're at the 15:58 mark. Charlie Coyle, the pride of the South Shore Kings, used to tear up the Eastern Junior Hockey League. For those of you that are 35 years old, you know what I'm talking about. Wins the draw over to Marchand. Marchand over to Packboy, over to McBoy, over to Jackboy, back down to Packboy. This episode is brought to you by TD Bank, America's most trusted bank, America's gayest bank.
America's gayest bank, and if you can play, you can play. That segues to hockey is for everyone, just like two assholes on the couch in full gear on a Tuesday night. Sorry, that is a Wednesday night. Joel Edmondson grabs a puck and he rims it just hard on the yellow again.
Speaking of rim swish, I never really understand the hockey is for everyone. Of course it is.
Well,
if
yeah.
you like wrench, we don't care. Play hockey. Can you play? Are you getting the puck out when you're supposed to get the puck out? I don't care if you like wrench. Hockey is for everybody, but like, come on. That's
Yeah,
obvious.
you like wrench, you like mitt, you like going to the bathroom in a different, sex bathroom than you are.
You like showering away from the team, like Brandon Dubinsky.
You like
shower. All right.
You like you like showering in a hot tub like Brocco. You like showering. You know what I mean? Hockey is for everyone. You can shower wherever you want. You can suck whatever you want. You can tuck whatever you want. And folks, that is how you bring equality into the game. We are not social justice warriors over here at Hockey Night Scott. So we are just fair, and we are fair to play. Speaking of fair, this game is very fair right now. It is 0-0. It is tied up 15-15 remaining in the second frame. Again, a guy I mentioned, a Wisconsin native. I always have to shout out us Wisconsinites. Mason Lowry playing in his first playoff game tonight. The rookie out of Ohio State University spent time in the Green Bay Gamblers organization with your boy Jake Schmaltz, my cousin. So Green Bay Gambler alum that hits home with me. Obviously, my brother and I were both GBG alums. So the big fella playing his first game tonight, and he's playing alongside Charlie McAvoy. How about getting a call from the Dunkin' Donuts Center, Rob, in fucking Providence, Rhode Island? You're probably half high from the night before, went out for a nice night on a Tuesday, probably dollar beer night on the Providence campus, and all of a sudden you're inserted to the National Hockey League because a couple guys are hurt. That's just crazy.
Yeah, sick.
Like, that's just a different level. You go from regular season AHL hockey right into the playoffs, and he looks good. I mean, that play he just made there, it's subtle, but he's very confident and poised with the puck. He scanned the ice. He got his eyes up the sheet. He didn't panic. He waited for McAvoy to get back, and he sent a D-to-D pass. That, to me, just shows that he's very calm and he's in the pocket.
Yep, love being in the pocket. But, yeah, you know what? I do appreciate his game and how this game is kind of locked down. But I want to see this game busted open like a stripper in Magic City, Magic City, Atlanta. I want to see some thighs. I want to see some titties.
My God, yes, 100%. Speaking of thighs, speaking of some ass, folks, as we always do, we shout out the Bones Cabaret. We're looking for a sponsorship to the Bones just on Scottsdale Road in South Scottsdale. If you're stripping, well, make it a chicken strip or a lady stripper. No dudes, only bitches.
Penalty coming up here, or is that offside?
I'm not sure. Shots are 10-9 right now, folks. If you're following along, the series is 1-1. The game is 1-1. Everything pretty much knotted up at even. Very close, tight checking game tonight. More of a chess match than guys kind of running all over the place with their chickens, their head cut off in game one. Game two, the Bruins looked a little bit slower. And now this has kind of got into game three where, after this, it's going to be a really tight game because it's going to turn into best of three either way, right? So let's see what happens here in this game. Game three, obviously always a pivotal game. Now, Mitchie Marner, people have been ragging on this guy. So he's not showing up. He's playing soft. I tweeted out at him. I said, hey, fella, you know what? I was guilty of this, pulling the parachute the other night, and he kind of just lets McAvoy go into the corner, get the puck. I mean, that's a soft play. That can't happen. He goes on today with Toronto media after morning skate, says, no pressure, no diamonds. Now, okay, you're going to give me the RG.
You said that?
Hey, you're going to give me the RG3 Robert Griffin quote from 2012. Then you better back it up. And so far, I mean, what has he done? I know it's a tight game, but
hit the goalie right there.
I need to see you throw one hit. Or get hit.
That's what I like about Pasternak.
Get whacked.
Pasternak
got whacked.
No, but I like about Pasternak is Pasternak will hit.
Yes.
Matthews hits. Pasternak will hit.
100%.
Get out there and throw your fucking chin around.
Throw your chin around, especially when you're making 11 bananas, man. Like, this is not the first year of this, Mitchie. Like, you're 25, 27 years old now, 26, whatever you are. You're born in 1998. I'm not a fucking math guy over here, but fella, like, we need you. Like the buds need you. 34 is tucking. Tavares is slowing down. Willie Styles is out with an upper body injury. This is when your team needs your chin. And when you don't have his chin. Spicy tuna.
What an absolute nail gun.
That is all time. Spicy tuna. You know what? I hate to take credit for it, but I think I did give him the nickname. Anyways, folks, where are we watching from? Again, where you're tucking your chins. Are we getting to Friday this week, Swish? Well, you know what? That is not my question. That is the answer lies right to my counterpart, my good friend Bobby Gucci. I want to say, yeah, I hope so. But as Gucci says, you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Like, listen, you can't get too cocky and think that you're going to get to Friday every week because the libs and the far left, they're always dialed in. The deep state, they always are trying to stop you. So even though that we've gotten to Friday every single time, the only person I know that didn't get to Friday was O.J. Simpson. But, however, I do believe in karma, and he did kill his wife and his side piece, and her side piece. Actually, technically, according to a court of law, he didn't. However, whatever, I think that we need to just not get too high, not get too low, and we'll wake up on Friday, and we'll figure it out. But I hope we do get to Friday because we have a lot of forces that are trying to pull against us. We have Nancy Pelosi against us. We have Biden, the far left. We have people with blue hair. They have the girl that canceled me with pronouns in her bio. There's a lot of people trying to hold us back.
Yeah, there is. Nancy Kerrigan, Nancy Pelosi. Remember in Blades of Glory when Chaz Michaels, the sex addict, is sitting there in court? He's like, Nancy Kerrigan, you an official here? You're officially giving me a boner. Nancy Kerrigan.
We have our black correspondent tapping in the chat now. We do this
Archie
thing
Hopkins. It's such a sick name.
where whenever we have a black guy in the chat and they let it be known, you become our official black correspondent of the chat. So if there's anything that we need to run by a black guy, Archie Hopkins, you are our guy. Thank you for joining the chat.
That is such a
Sick name. Dude, black people have the best names.
Archie
My name
Furta.
is Robert.
Imagine it like Archie Furta. Archie Furta Hopkins. That is so sick.
It was John Hopkins and Sloan Kettering. And we were blazing that shit up every day.
Every day.
You know,
Archie Hopkins.
I haven't watched a second of this game.
No, why would you? Nancy Kerrigan. Archie, that is such a nail gun name, man. Oh my God. I want to name my kid Archie. Archie Furta. AF. Lit AF.
I love how Tuna's just getting the crowd just fired up.
Tuna's got to be 10 drinks deep right there. Like, he knows what he's doing. I mean, you go in there and you just he's a businessman, man. That's a great move. You go in there and you just embed yourself in the culture. That's what I told all those boys. You go in there, they'll embrace you with open arms in Utah. Go in there and just take your cock out and see what they do.
Yeah.
You know, like Vegas did that. Seattle did a little bit. I think that can be a mix of kind of a hybrid. It can be more up tempo than Seattle, just because Seattle's Seattle. It's not going to be Vegas, but you go in there and you just start throwing both ways in front of a bunch of Mormons. They're going to love you. How about this? My buddy texted me this today, and I don't want to take credit for it, but I did tweet it out. So you get the Utah Jazz. Why don't you just, those names they kind of threw together were brutal. Why don't you become the Utah Rock?
Yeah, I kind of
Jazz and Rock, baby.
Yeah.
Rock and Jazz.
Yeah, I play for the Rock.
I play for the Rock. I play for the Dwayne Johnson.
I'm rock hard.
I got an absolute
rock. The Rock. The Utah Rock. That's actually pretty sick.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like a rock.
Yeah.
Like the Utah Rock. I think that would be filth.
Best Italian deli in the Scottsdale area. I heard DeFalco's get a lot of hype. Guido's was mid. I don't even know what Guido's is, but yeah, DeFalco's hit different, bro. It'll hit you right in your bone.
Right in your chin. Another good spot is Andrioli, probably my favorite. Love that. But yeah, both those are good.
I went there with Kels one time, and I was blown away. Like how good it was. It's just like this little market. Like, you would never know, but that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Little hole in the wall, shithole things. Like you ever been to like a Mexican joint? A Mexican joint that's a hole in the wall, and it's just way too hot to be working there.
Why are you working here? And do you want a family in the cartel?
Yeah.
Do you want to whack?
Do you want to?
That's what you were saying.
Do you want to be with me long term? I mean, look at me. How can a lady? How can a girl? I don't understand how a girl can look at this and not want this.
100%.
All right, we have a penalty coming up anyway. 12:45 remaining. Jimmy Montferda is pretty rattled. I think that's Pasta headed to the box. Halfway through the game here, no goals. Kind of sleepy game a little bit. I also haven't been watching, so I'm just making shit up. Yarn Croc. Yeah, that's a dive. That's an absolute dive. It's a
Who they call it on? Was that Yarn Croc?
Yarnferda, yeah. My back hurts, but
yeah, my back hurt does too. My back hurts.
well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty.
Yeah, my back is all jacked up. We have 12:45 remaining here in the second period. Again, Toronto Maple Leafs going to the power play here, folks. Austin Matthews in his usual office on the right flank. Obviously, they try to work some sort of one-timer through the seam and or load a high up over to Morgan Riley and ultimately over to the 34 car. Folks, again, following along right now, 12:27, 12:25 remaining here at power play 137 and counting. Folks, what are we doing right now? Where's your chin tucked?
Who do you think is the biggest chat? Who's like the biggest far left liberal of all time?
Oh my God, it's got to be the Keith Olbermann. An absolute nutchucker.
I want to tweet on Friday if we get there. Like
tweet at Keith Olbermann, he'll respond.
He's the biggest.
He's such a nutchucker. He had all these friends in the industry, and then COVID hit, and he just started just like defriending everyone and like calling them out. And yeah, that guy's a pussy.
If you lost a friend over the vaccination, like they were never your friend in the first place. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about the vaccination here. 11:43 remaining. Big power play for Toronto here, dude. Toronto. Man, switch. Like, how far do you think the series goes?
7. I got B's in 7. I mean, it's a good series, man. I mean, Toronto, like,
I don't know if they can sustain the physicality they just had in the first period, but like they can bring that for any sort of 3-4 games. Like they're going to stay in this thing. Now, Boston, I don't think they're as good as everyone's chin makes them out to be. I just think they own the Leafs over time, and that's when you're playing your big brother. Like it's always tough to knock them out of a beer pong game, a flip cup game, golf course. Like you always just have that in your back of your mind. Like this is my big brother. I shouldn't win. So that I think a little bit is playing in the theatrics into the Leafs, whether they like it or not. Especially local guys like Mitchie Marner, guys like Tavares. But you think 34 gives a fuck about that? Fuck no. Do you think Willie Stiles cares about that? Fuck no. I just think they need more soldiers on the side of the I don't give a fuck versus reading into what all the chins and the keyboard warriors are saying online. That's what it comes down to.
Get a shot on net. Come on. This game is brought to you by Cat. Get 10% off a bulldozer at cat.com using code Hockey Night in Scottsdale. That's 10% off of any bulldozer or garbage truck of your choice. Cat.com.
Speaking of those, and if you're bulldozing something tonight, folks, well, maybe it's your girl. Anyways, David Comp with a little bit of a 1-on-2 chance as he brings it in. You can't back up that much if you're Lori there. You got to stay up. I don't like this pair that's on the
I don't like, Swish? I don't like when you enter the zone with that much speed and don't get an opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you have to bad angle shot. If you enter the zone with a head of steam like that, get it on net. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, you drove the D down to the top of the circle, right? So you should. Oh my God, what a play there! Fuck.
You have space.
Yeah,
you have Kevin Spacey.
You have Kevin Spacey. You have SpaceX. You have to like make a play in terms of you back the D up all the way down to below the top of the circles. No Diddy backed him in a hole. You have to make a play, whether it's a low to high play for a shot from the point with traffic in front, or a play right at the net. It has to be one of the two. Even if it's just a shot to the far pod, it's got to be something, fella.
Game seems like it's picking up a little bit. I just think the Leafs are really missing a guy like Pierre Engvall. Like a guy that's down to just chip the puck in the corner every time and create zero opportunity.
Pierre Engvall legit has the longest neck known to man hockey's ever seen. Like that guy's neck, oh my God. Talk about a leaf eater. He's built like a NASCAR though. Like he just goes in straight lines.
I gotta answer this.
Yep.
You boys never go to boots on the ground at Amy Ranch Hyatt. Gotta be some decent trim walking around the pool deck. Definitely a very chin up kind of environment. Alex, I need to know why you say that because I live like scary close to that. Like scary. I don't want to dox myself, but I could throw a rock and hit that hotel. So let me know why you said that because I will take my hockey ass over there if you're saying that there's somehow trim at the Gainey Ranch Hyatt.
Oh, Patty Perk Maroon.
Patty Percocet Maroon.
Patty Percocet Maroon with a good chance there. Obviously, folks, he's had a couple back surgeries. So anytime you have a back surgery, you get a bottle of Perks. Shout out to numbing. Shout out to numbness. Shout out to just a little tingle somewhere you kind of want to feel it. Anyways, folks, back to the game right now. We're showing a graphic of Tyler Bertuzzi has 10 points in the last 7 playoff games. That was with the team he's playing tonight and his opponent, the Boston Bruins. The big bear, Ilya Lyubushkin, sends a turnover up the wall as he just plays with a shovel most of the time, not a stick. That thing usually has 2 backhands on it. He kind of just shovels wrenches all over the place. The Boston Bruins right now, man, they got 2 D down, right? So they're playing with this Wotherspoon, and they're also playing with Lorei. Now, Lorei and Wotherspoon is a journeyman. He's played a lot more games this year due to a Derek Forberg injury. But a guy like Lorei, he's going to be a top 4 type of player. But, man, that's got to be so hard when you're coming from the jungle right up to the playoffs. Like, I mean, nothing replicates NHL playoff hockey. It really doesn't. I've only played in 1 game myself, and I could not believe the pace of the game I played in it.
Really? You played a playoff game?
Yeah. I played in a playoff game. I didn't play the third period, the whole third period, and I did play, obviously, during the intermission, okay? So you don't play during the intermission. That's about 60 minutes, okay? And then I didn't play the first 10 minutes of overtime. So all in all, I had skated in probably an hour and 20 minutes, but I was on the first power play. We get a power play. They send me over the boards. I was skating in quicksand. I remember talking to my dad after the game when I was running the drop breakout. He's like, holy fuck, could you even feel your legs? And you just see me skating up the ice running the drop. I couldn't even skate. I was like, why do you throw me out there right now?
Like you haven't played in 2 hours.
I haven't played in 2 hours. And Yosi and Rick Wilson were like, Schmaltzy, you're up. And I got to run a drop breakout to because I forget why I was on that unit. We had like 2 units that were like similar at the time. So it was like 1A, 1B, and I was on 1B, obviously. But they sent our unit over the boards. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I can't even skate right now. I remember we went down, we did 2 breakouts, and I was like, get me off the ice, Petrov, go out there, fella.
I got to ask you, Swish. I don't think I've ever asked you this before, ever. How fun was it to warm up in the NHL?
It was hilarious because normally the rule in the show is 100 games you have to wear. Back when you could go no bucket, it would say 100 games, and then you can wear no bucket and warm. So you can take your lid off, and go warm up like this. But the boys on the team are so furred up, and they just love my energy. They would never let me warm up, even if I was warming up with a bucket on. And I remember one time, it was like the 30th game I got scratched in a row. Not 30th, but it was probably like the 20th game I got scratched in a row. The brass of the Blues came down and told the assistant coach during warm-up, Mike Van Ryn, like Schmaltzy has to throw a bucket on. He's only played like 45 games. And the boys on the team, like Steiner, O'Reilly, they would never let me wear a bucket. So I'd always go out there with this LA looks in the hair.
That's so sick.
And I would just go out there literally just to try to wheel.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Just go for like a little wheel skate. It was hilarious. But yeah, there's nothing better than no bucket warm up in the show. I thought that was the only reason why you made the show was to go no bucket warm up. It's the sickest thing ever. And it's just so nationally, man. Like, think about that. Like, there's pucks flying everywhere. You can wear one. Like, there's so much danger, but in the same time, you just trust the National Leaguers, especially a veteran team, that they're not going to fire a biscuit off the post or whatever it is.
Some guy just DM me, you're a fucking dummy, bro. Like, fucking kill yourself, please, bitch.
Jeez. What happened on your Wednesday? Yeah, Juddy, I played a game in Vegas. I played 1 game in Vegas. It was the first year, and that was the first year when they legit had I don't know if they do it anymore, but they legit had the strippers, the go-go dancers on the glass. Now, I think they cover up a little bit more now, but they were literally like in thong bikinis and like a bikini, and I couldn't believe it, fella. I mean, I was so checked out of the game. We had a spot lined up afterwards. We were staying one night there, and then we went to Arizona the following night. So I played a game there, and I had 1 or 2 more warm-ups there. I think it was 1 more warm-up that same year, because I think we went there 2 times, or maybe it was a preseason game. Anyways, yeah, it was unreal, fella. I mean, that barn during warm-ups, I never felt that type of energy, especially year 1. It was crazy. It was like something I'd never seen. Oh my God! Did Mitchie Sheets get an apple? Mitchie Sheets backed it up, folks. Got to give him credit.
This guy's spamming me.
My fucking back is so tight. We're playing him.
Yeah, my back is sore too.
David Backus. Mitchie Marner, folks, he gets it done.
He finishes it beautifully. At the least, at the game's first on a beautiful passing play. Marner denies, and it's 1-0.
Wow.
Great feed by Marner. He led them in assists.
What is this guy's deal? Holy shit, what a weirdo.
What a weird chin.
He literally commented on my tweet, "Eat daddy molest children." Okie dokie.
Folks, again, right now, if you're following along, we have second period brought to you by Butter Golf, and they let us get to Friday merch. Are those back on the site there, Gooch? Oh, the old slipper, Van Riemsdyk. Try to go slip job on him. Cassian's all time. I mean, talk about a great chin. Talk about a guy that throws both ways, fucks hard. Zach Cassian, fella. Folks, again, where are you watching from? What are you doing tonight? It's 5:30, 5 and a hook. You know what? It is what it is over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale. We are bringing you coverage you can't find anywhere else. Live from the couch, Bobby Gooch, Jay Swish, man, Mitchie Marner. We get a look here. So puck goes east-west, little drop pass. Mitchie gets some space, fires over a BB. Matty Nyes, he makes no mistake, right on top of the crease. I'll see a little bit of a breakdown there. Maple Leaf Square going nuts. It's going mental for Mitchie Marner and the boys. JVR at the other end. They trade blows. He tries to slip that thing just through the wickets. He had him actually beat like a rented mule, but do the Caps have any chance? No, they don't. They're done. I mean,
They suck.
I picked Rangers in 4, confirmed. I just thought there was no way. The gentleman's sweep is always 4 games or 5 games. I thought it was going to be a clean. I thought it was going to be one of those type of shits you don't even have to wipe after. You're just like, yep, that's good.
That's called shitting an ace.
That is called the old 21 card of shits. That is an ace and a face card. Folks, again, speaking of face and ass,
5 minutes remaining.
we have 5 minutes remaining, and Mitchie Marner was playing like ass, but got an apple, showing face in this series as we are approaching the 5:30 marker of the second frame. Again, over here at Hockey Night Scottsdale, Bobby Gucci, Jay Swish, fully suited and booted for you, the people. Playoff coverage you can't get anywhere else. Again, Brendan Carlo slides it over to, well, his partner, Mr. Lindholm, who looks a little slower than usual. I'm not sure if he's lost a step. He's hurt. Oh my God.
Grandpa Reeves. Hey!
That's a skill guy. They're calling that every time.
I know.
5 minutes to go, second period. And it's Waterspoon with some time and space.
Dylan, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Maybe the YouTube chat. Yeah. There's a YouTube chat. There's a Twitter chat. But
everyone's chatting.
My girl's at the gym working on the cutter.
Ooh, the old turd cutter.
The cutter. Holy shit.
The cutter Gautier.
That's an insane reference. I don't think I've ever heard that in my life.
Cutter? You've got to be Canadian. Oh,
100%. I bet half the people in here are Canadian.
Canadian dudes always say cutter. Oh, my dishes.
Oh,
my dishes.
Oh!
I almost had a top. If he didn't hit a skate, that was it. Dude, Boston's getting buzzsawed right now. Looks like the Leafs are kind of taking over the series. Taking a stranglehold of it. No diddy.
Yeah, they look good right now. No R. Kelly either.
Ooh, pissed in the closet and on some chick. Not perfect over there. Speaking of not perfect, the refereeing situation in the National Hockey League lately, it seems to be they've been told to put away their whistles because tonight it is a little better. Folks, again, if you're watching with the boys, please get at us in the chat. What are you doing tonight? What is your trim doing? What is your chin doing? I'm going to lean back.
Yeah, my back is fucking killing me.
This is a hilarious article, The Athletic. My buddy just sent me, a guy in the league, Rob, sent me this. He sent me this article.
What is it?
And the title of it is The Arizona Coyotes Are Gone. Someone please tell ex-owner Alex Wade. That's so good. Folks, again, what are you doing right now? Where you drinking from?
You're welcome, Juddy. What's the AC set to? What do we got the AC set to?
It's 63 right now.
63, and I'm still hot. 10,000 people have joined the chat. That's pretty cool. That's a record for us. Definitely in 49 minutes. Wait, is it halftime?
It is
Yeah, I'll take
almost
record.
halftime.
This is a random episode of Hockey Night in Scottsdale. We will probably be back. Oh, no, we won't. Over the weekend, I was going to say. I have a little bit of a bender to go on this weekend, folks. I have friends in town, and
Did we get any pictures of the chicklets?
I retweeted one. The last time my buddies were in town all together, I think it was like 3 years ago. It was a big weekend for me. And they let us get the Friday hats. They're out on sale Friday morning. Schmalti. We're not going to answer that one. We're not going to. This is about the Marullo. We're not going to talk about
What
that.
is it saying?
Do
Do you like the Yotes owner? Honestly, fella,
I don't know him, so I mean, I don't know. Like I just hear what you guys hear, and I obviously have a little bit of insight from my brother that I'm not gonna say publicly, but yeah, I got no skin in the game that way. So they were never cutting checks to me. I never worked for them. We did a little work with them, but it was pretty vague in that sense. So yeah, I got no ill will. I mean, they didn't do anything to me. Now, hopefully, when Arizona hockey comes back, it can be in a different light. I'll put it at that.
yeah, Cutter Gauthier, fella, all in on the chin.
Got a Ferdier.
Folks, again, where you watching Bobby Gucci J Swish on the call over here. Better Call Saul, like a used car salesman. What are you doing right now? That's how I'm talking to you, the people. I am. The announcer over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale, Bobby Gucci, is the #1 people's figure of hockey. Wow, we got a call there. Nothing.
Matthews got buried?
It was incidental. It's Matthews on McAvoy, 2 big bodies, 297 borns.
Dude, they've been going at it.
Yeah, you got to,
Right
right?
together in the program.
Yeah, I mean, it's line on line at this time of year, fella. As the years go on, you realize there's actually no friends in hockey. Because as much as you want to rub tummies in the regular season and talk between whistles, you get to the point where you say, fuck it. We'll do it live. And that's where you get. It's no friends in the industry, as Drizzy would say at this time of year, man. If you do have friends, then you're probably golfing right now. You know, you really are. So.
No Diddy is trending #1 right now. It's hilarious.
Swish, are you a cheesehead? Word to Vince Lombardi.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess I got no choice, right? Like I'm a Wisconsinite through and through. I'm from hometown USA, Verona, Wisconsin. That just is what it is. I love the Packers.
Oh!
That can't go in.
How did that squeak through?
That cannot go in, especially after.
What happened?
Oh man, you have antics with Marshawn, as well as Bertuzzi. He tripped him up purposely in the neutral zone. It was a stretch play. It kind of took a distraction to all the liking of the Leafs. Watch this play. They get distracted, and Frederick finds himself with a little bit of space along the end wall outside the dots around their offensive blue line. Watch this play develop.
What the hell happened? I was
Watch
too busy
it.
putting
This is
tuna
such-
on my story.
This is such a good play by Marshawn.
Oh my
Takes
god!
him out. It is a dive. Exactly.
Oh my
Opens
god!
up the pass lane for Frederick.
How does this go in?
But how does this go in?
Oh, that's so bad.
You cannot. Oh, yeah, it's a bad shot.
That's so bad.
Fuck the Packers. Those are fighting words, fella.
Are you a Packers fan?
I am. Of course. That's my team. I don't really like any. I guess I like the Cubs too. Shout out to Chicago Cubs. Shout out to Wrigley
You know who's my
Field.
boy?
Who?
Justin Steele.
Did he play for the Cubs?
Yeah, he's like their ace.
Did he get us tickets this year?
Yeah.
Let's go to a game. Have you ever been to Wrigley?
No,
Oh
but
my
I've been to
God.
Chicago once, but dude,
Wrigley is
that's my dog. I sold him his house.
fella. There's nothing like a matinee at Wrigley. I'll tell you right now. A lot of places claim they're the world's biggest bar. That place is legit the world's biggest bar.
I'm
It is-
down to go. Let's
It
go.
is so sick.
Well, guys, for those of you that don't know, Hockey Night in Scottsdale, when the season's over, obviously we are not going to have games to cover. We're going to come out with a roughly 12-episode vlog style series, and we're going to have a new YouTube channel, and it's going to be Hockey Night Scottsdale the off season. We're going to be playing tennis, playing golf, going to UFC events, going to Florida, doing pros versus Joes. We're doing roller skating. We're doing stuff like that. So you guys,
Yeah, and just like all like racks, like every week's gonna just be like it's a show of randomness, but also hockey based. So like every week is gonna be something different. Whether it's gonna be content with just us two assholes on there doing something stupid, being ourselves, or doing stuff with guys around the league in terms of some on ice content or MTV Cribs like stuff. So we're gonna be rolling out this off-season content with you guys, giving it to you, the people. But it's gonna drop sometime, I would say, about June. And then kind of right in around the Stanley Cup playoffs after that is when all the content will roll out for the offseason. It'll be once a week. So we're really excited to give you some different looks at not only guys in and around the league and doing stuff with them, but also just what our assholes and what our chins get up to during the offseason. And you can probably guess what that is. It starts with a little bit of liquor, the piss. But
yeah, I think you guys are really going to like it, dude. It's going to be on YouTube every week. We're not going to have set dates, but for those of you that are in here and you watch this show, you're going to see us off the couch all summer long, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
yeah, we were filming about 7 to 8 hours of shit yesterday, and then tomorrow we're going back. We don't want to I don't want to give away too much because I think just the random acts of what we're going to be getting into is hilarious, and just buying into these just docu-series basically of Hockey Night Scottsdale. But it's going to be legit. It's going to be cool. It's going to be, I think, something that not a lot of people have done, especially in the space we're in. And it's not just going to be LB hockey. Obviously, there's going to be episodes with players and different things we have set up, but it's going to be majority hockey-based, but also at the same time just lifestyle shit and kind of what we get into, and we'll roll it from there. So very fired up for it. Can't wait. Chins tucked, as always, over here in a Caspian jersey. Anyways, I'll stop blabbering on. 122 remaining. Toronto Maple Leafs going to power play. Again, 1-1 right now is Trent Frederick with the equalizer on Samsonov's chin as we have a 2-on-1 developing, 2-on-2. Oh, my God, what a play by Coyle that was. Holy fuck. Did you see how sick that was? For if you saw that play, folks, how Charlie Coyle went into John Tavares and then drew a penalty, a high hit. But that play by Coyle there on the 2-on-1 where he sucked in the contact. He sucked it in from Tavares, and then actually springboarded himself to the back post, and Tavares was left in the dust. And he got a really good chance there and then drew a penalty. So what a shift, what a sequence there from the Massachusetts native, Charlie Coyle. What a great play. The bleachers at Wrigley Field on a Friday afternoon. Yeah, probably. I mean, like I said, the world's biggest bar. And they have those pissers where it's just like a line, like a bucket. Yeah, and you go wrench out. It's hilarious. Wrigley Field's the best. There's nothing like it. I mean, it feels like you're walking into someone's backyard when you walk through the front entrance because it's so goddamn old. I would say it feels like Fenway, but a Midwest Fenway. So just more people throwing both ways. Hey, you bite your tongue, Joe. Wrigley's fucking great. Last year I saw Chelios there, and he had the best tan I've ever seen. It's unbelievable. He was drinking triple whiskey, I think, at 1 o'clock.
Retard.
Triple H.
I need Trent Frederick to get 2 more hits in the third. You guys think it'll happen?
Archie Hopkins. Folks, again, right now, 15-15.
That's so true.
That's Archie Hopkins.
Thanks, Sal. Appreciate it, fella. Uncle Gabagool having no faith in the Maple Leafs. Well, I don't know. I can't really blame you, man. I mean, fuck. We do late night games. Yeah, maybe another day, not tonight.
Yeah,
But
we had to go on chiclets today, so we figured we'd do this game.
We weren't even going to do this game. But, folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the third, like always. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, this is unannounced. Boys, give Morgie a shout. First-time Hockey Night Scottsdale listener, if it's not too much trouble. Morgie, shout out to Morgie. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your attention. All right, folks, we will be back. Gonna go smoke a J out back, and we will be back for the third. Alec, Swish will answer that, but also answer me about the Hyatt. What do you know about the Hyatt?
Yeah, what do you know about the Hyatt near where the fellas live? Yes, UC had an Apple there. How are you? You can watch it online. Actually, my brother Nicky Schmaltz took a penalty on me. It was delayed call. And patience of a nun on the blue line, spin around move, silky pass to Schenner, he tucked. Speaking of tuck, Jake DeBrus gets the go-ahead goal. What a battle there by David Pasternak on Joel Edmondson. Able to get a 50-50 puck, somehow squirts out to Brad Marchand. He takes a shot on net, skate to stick. How you doing? Right in front of the 4x6. Jake DeBrus, 3 goals in the series now. The most important one yet, coming at the 1851 marker of the third frame. Wow, what a tuck there. Power play goal, obviously massive. Again, that all started, though, with Charlie Coyle, the 4-on-4 play. You back it up to the end of the second period. What a play he had. He had a 2-on-1 chance. He takes a high hit, draws the penalty, ultimately gets that call, and then they send him on the power play. And fuck, you strike when the oven's hot. Folks, you always strike when the oven is hot, whether it's with your girl, on a power play. Every opportunity, do not take lightly, especially at this time of year.
I don't even see what happened.
Nice little skate to stick play. Folks, what are we doing? Where are we watching this game again? Just getting the third period going, 18-15 remaining on the radio dial. Again, Hockey Night in Scottsdale, watching some playoff puck between the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs live from Scotiabank Arena on Toronto's downtown, well, right in the jaw of it, on the south side of Toronto, right pressed up against the lake, about 4 or 5 blocks away from Lake Ontario, but not on the lake, but in the desert. Bob Gucci J. Swish getting the call going here for the third.
Yep, we have a Forks hat. I think Swish has one, but what are they reviewing here? The fucking Pigeons are looking at something, but they said play on. It's 18:34 remaining. We are back for the third period, and Charlie Coyle against the Bears. And this episode is brought to you by Jersey Mike's. No, it's not. But
Jersey Mike's is Mason Lorai. Sent the puck down below the goal line, and that is ultimately won by Charlie Coyle via Brad Marchand. They go low to high to Charlie McAvoy, who's in the drive, and it hit something in front of the net, whether it was Morgan Riley or a stick, but it hit something hard. Gay porn hard, they say. No diddy. Mitchie Marner river dancing like he's on the wet deck of Santorini. I believe he spent his honeymoon a few years ago. Mitchie Marner woke up, taking Ambien last night, has an assist. He is on the score sheet. He has looked a little bit more competitive tonight. Again, that's going to be a hit there, fella.
Yep.
But he did make a hell of a play on that goal, so you got to give him credit where his chin is due.
Toronto, I think only one team has lost a home game. Is that right? Or two teams? Well, I don't even know. I don't know fucking stats, but this is a must win for the Leafs. IMO. You don't want to drop one at home, even though Boston dropped one at home. But if you're the Leafs, like you gotta get up in a lead in the series here. Boston always beat you. You gotta go into the second home game up a game, in my opinion.
Yep, and this is a big one. I mean, I think this is still anyone's game. I don't know if 2-1 is going to get the job done. This one smells, I hate to say it, like a little bit of bonus hockey, but we'll see that. Speaking of bonus, Rick Bonus, they dropped a game last night up in Winnipeg. That series is all knotted up at ones. They're heading to the Mile High City to take on the Colorado Avalanche tomorrow. I believe that game will go live. But, folks, more importantly, tonight we have the Vegas Golden Knights squaring up in the dirty Big D, the Big Wrench, with the Dallas Stars. That series is obviously at 1-0 in favor of the Golden Knights, the defending champions. Keep getting it going over here, folks, with more chatter. Fill up the chat. Fill up any questions you have. Because at the 13-minute marker, we will go to commercial, and we do take questions from you, the people. So load those questions up. 2-1 right now. Mason Lohrei setting a puck up along the wall with Patty Maroon, who crashes down and meets Jake McCabe somewhere north of the hash marks.
Would you think David Perron's one of the best players in the league?
For sure. I mean, definitely like used to be. I mean, there's not. I think Ryan O'Reilly's up there. Like, there's a lot of guys.
Harris.
No,
Does he count?
he likes wrench.
Does he count as a slow player?
Now he does, yeah. Brock Nelson. I mean, there's a lot of guys that don't skate that gingerly. Speaking of ginger ale in your tequila with a little soda is a nice little drink over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale as Lohrei upends Matthews, and the rookie is going to sit for 2 minutes at a very crucial time in the game. I would say if I was a betting man, the Maple Leafs score here, you know what, the puck never lies. Rasheed Wallace was always a big advocate of the ball don't lie. Well, the puck don't lie either, fella. I think they got that goal in the power play. I think this has been a pretty even match. I do think this one gets evened up. And if I had to put my money somewhere, it'd be on the right flank. Number 34, Austin Matthews. He's had a lot of good chances in terms of flying in around the first period. Second period, he cooled off a little bit, but look for him. I do think they equalize this one. If you can get a live bet right now, I don't know if you can with your guy. My guy in Hector in Tijuana does not do live bet.
Oh, there it is. Oh, they go in.
How did that not go in?
How did that not go in? It doesn't help that these fucking glasses on, but how does that not go in?
You're at low battery.
Fuck.
Yeah, Spicy Tuna, get it. Yes, when the Utah Rock officially announced their name, I just tweeted it out that should be their name. Oh, that's a goal. Oh my God! That's why you play Swayman. That's why you play Swayman. Did he cover it? Did he
Cover it with his hand. Someone Donut wants to get in there with his mouth and find out who covered it with their hand.
Who covered it with their chin? Like a rock.
We're going to need to pull up something else with the commies. Kind of annoying. I guess they see an extension cord, eh?
Yeah.
So we can keep running the shit without moving the thing. What's up, everybody? Where you guys at? Who's back in here? Anyone have a little smoke break?
I love a left-handed cigarette, folks. We got RA right now.
Shout out to the boys again at Spit and Chicklets who had us on their stream. Go watch them too. If you're tired of looking at our chins, we're just a couple chins streaming.
Scored more than one goal on only one.
Feels scripted for the Bruins to. I think the Bruins are just a tough out, fella.
I mean, Swayman is unreal.
We're up in Anchorage, Alaska. Hockey fan growing up because his dad was a huge New York Ranger.
Holy Moses Malone.
In Brooklyn. There's a rebound.
Swayman just stretched out like a Scottsdale milk at Fat Ox at Friday for happy hour. What are they looking at? Oh, his mask?
While they work on it, we'll remind you that the NHL and the NHL players.
So even no helmet. That would be nice.
The goal is to drive initiative.
Marble Lights.
Communities where we live, work.
Thoughts on Montana, boys? I don't know. I've never been, man, but I really want to go, actually. I would love to go. Should I buy a customized spicy tuna sweater? Absolutely. You know, I'll tell you one thing about Utah. They better have sick jerseys. You better not come into the league with some pussy fit jerseys.
100%. It's got to be a good name, though.
I kind of like the name, the Yeti. I don't know what a Yeti is. Is a moose?
No, it's like a make-believe character. It's like Sasquatch, but he has a wrench. It's like a Yeti. It's like a
Cooler.
It's a cooler. It's anything. But the logo looked like it was like almost like a set.
80 seconds left in the peeper here, folks.
In Anchorage, Alaska. Don't let anybody define you. If you want to play, you love it, keep playing. Going to Colorado to continue his junior hockey career, playing the USHL, the University of Maine, which is about as far as you can be from Anchorage, Alaska, and still be in the United States.
Gotta go repost picture because they put the clip of us.
Whoa.
They still have almost
Is that some solo player?
circling up.
Oh.
It was cleared away by McAvoy. Marner a little more jump in his step after that second.
Marner with a little bit more hop in his chin. 14:27 remaining. Toronto is on the power play as Mitch Marner crosses over the red line. He's going to dish it over to Tavares, who does not re-sign with the Islanders, sends it in the corner.
I think the most nails thing ever was Ryan O'Reilly, the factor not re-signing with Toronto. He's like, these guys drink way too much milk. I need to get out of here.
Who said that?
I mean, Ryan O'Reilly. Like, he's just like, I'm good. You know, I saw the culture, saw the academy, great team, great group of guys. You just don't throw left like me. You know,
it's funny how he got out of it.
Like, he's a local kid. You thought he would have re-signed there. They probably got it done at a number that he would have been able to chew on it. 4 and a hook or whatever he got in Nashville. But anyways, folks, back to the game right now. That penalty is killed off somehow. Like Bobby Gucci said, Swayman stretched out like a local MILF. About to take a wrench somewhere in North Scottsdale. Heading out of the living room. Speaking of living rooms, we're in the living room right now over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale. Mitchie Marner sends one high and wide. That is corralled by Morgan Geeky, who sends a stretch pass off a referee over to David Pasternak. That is gluten-free pasta. And Simon Benoit plays the puck up to Nick Robertson, who sends it over to Jake McCabe, joining in on the action. That is blocked by Mason Lowry, playing his first playoff game ever. And as ultimately, oh my God, that's terrible.
How do you feel about a guy like Nick Robertson, Swish? Like, he's
I don't
a
like-
smaller guy. It's like, what do you do with a guy?
Yeah, I don't like this game. I think he's like a borderline national leaguer now. If he goes to a team like Columbus, could he pop off and put 40 points up on the board? Probably, but like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm not trying to sound like I know everything about the game, but I've talked to a lot of people that are smarter than me, especially in hockey. Like, if you're small and you're skilled and you're only skilled, like, you got to be really good, man. Like, if you don't have any nastiness in you, like, then like there's just not a whole lot of room or time for a guy like that. Like you kind of just get pushed out of the league because you got to be able to do one thing exceptionally well. And if you don't do that one thing to a level, well, then what are you? I can replace you with a guy that's a little bigger. It just is what it is. So for me, with him, like unless he's going to tuck 30 goals, which I don't think he's going to do in the Leafs just based on the time he's going to get. What is he? He's a third, fourth liner that plays soft.
Minor.
What's that?
No, I just said minor.
You know, like he's like a third or fourth liner on this team that plays second power play if he's lucky. He's going to put up 10 or 15 goals. I just don't like what's the value in that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Like 10 goals is probably what his ceiling is now in a role like this. If he could put up 15, okay, now maybe I keep him. But I still need him to play harder. I do. That's bottom line. I especially this time of year, I need him to play hard.
If you're small, you gotta play like Marchand. I'm not saying everyone's gonna be as elusive like Marchand, but you gotta like you said, you gotta be a elk.
Like Trevor Moore is the guy that
Yes.
they pushed out of there. To me, he's the same stature, but way thicker and way harder to play against and hits harder. Like that, like that's a hockey player. Trevor Moore, I mean, he could play on my team any day of the week. Now,
100%.
Robertson, he's fine, but he's not like long term thinking like what is he? That's why I always go to like what is he?
Yeah.
Some speed off for Domi. Centers one.
Because
Put it on net.
you always get that tryout of like a grace period, like okay, well I'm kind of figure out what he is, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're in Upa Russia, you're whacking some Russian chick and she's making you borscht.
He's making you cabbage and apple.
You're,
Straight stew.
I don't like Joel Edmondson with black tape on his stick. I'm gonna say that right now.
That's so like such an obscure thing to not like.
I'm not like I just not a black tape guy at all. And some guys like you should never like if Matthews rocked black, I'd be like so choked.
Oh,
my David
pasta.
Holy jumping.
Chat, what we doing? What are we checking in from? Sorry, we're my laptop's off to the side, so I haven't really looked at you recently. But Swayman is on a different planet right now, people. He is holding the Boston Bruins in this fucking game here. But Alaskans are on high. Yeah, I saw that comment earlier. Alaska. I've never met a dude from Alaska or a chick actually.
No bad dudes from Alaska.
Really, there's no guys from Alaska that are cool.
They're all cool. They're all a little fucked, and they're all Evan Trupp. Shout out to Trupper, played at UND, absolute beauty, native dude, loves the piss, loves whiskey, awesome. David Carl. David Carl is a coach at Denver, great dude. Matt Carl, I worked out with him, his brother, longtime NHLer, good dude. Scotty Gomez, the only Mexican native from Alaska, awesome guy.
How the hell did Scott Gomez make it all the way up to Alaska if he's Mexican?
He's Mexican. Yeah, I don't know.
Smuggling shit, and it's just like he took the wrong train.
He's G Love. Yeah, I don't even think he knows how he ended up there. He's in the last frontier. The next thing you know, you're catching the early flight home to San Diego.
Dude, Scotty Gomez is such a legend. He used to just have that puck with his stick that was like 3 feet high and just dish it to Gianta and Niedermeyer. Like that Devils team was so sick.
He's the only guy on the Devils that Lou Lamoriello let live in Lower Manhattan. He had a penthouse in Lower Manhattan that was like $10 million. Lou was the only guy that somehow he convinced Lou that he just needed the city. He needed it to live there because he's a single guy. He needed a whack.
Yeah.
He's still single. He's still whacking.
No way.
As far as I know,
It's
G
just a
Love.
Scotty Gomez being single kind of night.
It's G Love, man. He's
Like,
all
gear
time.
check. I don't know, man. I'm wearing gloves. These are actually AM34 gloves.
How are you?
I don't really know. A little name drop there. But, yeah, I don't know. I got a helmet on. I don't know. I'm kind of like not up to date with the gear. So, yeah, I mean, you got to be an absolute freak of nature to be Nick Robertson. And yeah, we already beat that one to death.
Beat one to the chin. Yeah. Anyways, folks, back to the game here. Speaking of beating, hopefully you're not beating your own street meat tonight. Do not beat your wife. Do not beat your own wrench because, again, for a free quote today, go to jgwrenchworth.com. Anyways, back to the game right now. We do have, well, a little bit of a battle going on here in the Eastern Conference. 2 storied franchises, 2 original 6 teams, 2 teams facing off that are tied. 1-1 in the series in the game. 2-1. Bob, 10 minutes left. Right now, the Maple Leafs, biggest thing you can do not panic because you do have some time here. You do have the best goal scorer in the league. You are playing well. I will give them credit. They look good.
Yeah, they don't look bad.
Oh, fuck, man. I mean, they had 7 chances on that power play. Like,
Swayman just, dude, you got to go Swayman.
100%.
If Boston wins this game, you have to go Swayman. And honestly, if Boston loses this game, I'm going Swayman. I'm sorry. The guys look nice. This is the playoffs.
Yeah, I was talking about yesterday on a pod. I don't give a shit if you have to rotate or what you did last year, this and that. And I know the last game wasn't Hallmark's fault at all.
No.
But when you have a goalie that is 4-0, going on to be maybe 5-0 against a team with a 9.5 save percentage all year, he's clearly in their head and on their chin.
Yeah,
Like,
he's,
you know
on
what I
their,
mean?
he's on their chin.
Like, I know in the locker room, if I'm looking over in that game too, and I see that it's a different goalie, that gives me life. It really does. I'm trying to pull positivity from anywhere. And I see, oh, fuck, the guy that's beat us all year, because you know the thing.
Yeah.
The guy that's beat us all year, he's not winning it. Okay, maybe I can get a little soft with an Allmark. Let's go, boys. Hey, let's go. We're in this game.
Oh! No, I agree. And then, go ahead.
No, I was
I was going to say, to your point, if Swayman plays like this game, then the next game, at least you're going to go, oh, fuck. Like, is this guy going to have a hot hand again? You know, like,
yeah. That's the thing. Like, the more this goes and the more you can show them Swayman, who they haven't beat all year, why wouldn't you go to that guy? I know that Allmark's a great goalie. He's had a hell of a year. Fuck, he won the Vezina last year. But I'm just saying, in this instance, why would you rotate, especially after game one? Fellas, you won that game. Go back to the guy that won.
I agree.
Don't overthink it. Like, just never overthink anything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Omar didn't play bad,
No.
and they did lose, but the decision to rotate, they made, I think, a week before the playoffs, and I get that, but I feel like that's a decision you shouldn't even be making a week before.
No. To me, especially, okay, if Swayman was 2-2 with a sub-9 save percentage, or fuck, he was even worse than that, of course you rotate, right?
Yeah.
But the guy has played, clearly he likes playing that team. You know, like he clearly likes playing with a team.
Yeah, he likes to lead. He likes to. All right, we're gonna take a couple questions during our commercial break. Has anybody got who is the most furtive fella in the show right now? I would say Liam O'Brien. After what he did tonight in Utah, he got the crowd fired up. Like he's still UFA.
Yeah, spicy tuna. I mean, his value is only going up. I always looked at a guy like Snook O'Reilly, so just legendary. Braden Shen, too. Shout out to Shen, one of the most generous guys in all of hockey, obviously Sasky guys. So I always like to give love to those guys because they're two former Blues. One is still a Blue. Those guys are fun.
But you have Joe Shitty though.
I got no man. After last year, it was the first time I ever switched them. I used to have the same shin pads from my freshman year of college until last year, until they just cracked. I'd always have the equipment managers fix them every year until they just were in shambles. But they used to be the old Nike Bauer shinnies, but they just got so goddamn heavy after all the repairs I had to switch.
So I don't have my real sock tape job on, but I go around and I go behind the calf all the way down, and then I go low, all in one shot. I'm one of those guys. I don't know what switch does.
I usually just go the clear tape, and I would do kind of one up top and then one at the bottom. But I always used to tape because I would go behind the back with my sock. I would tape underneath the shin pad. So I tape underneath down here. But yeah, other than that, just one up top.
Someone said, fellas, last one before we get back to the game. Will there ever be a trip to Saskatchewan in the books? Dude, honestly, I want to go to every province in Canada. Like, you guys have so much passion for the game, and you guys love our show, and you're so rowdy and all that shit. Like, I really hope so, man.
Yeah, I know. I love the good people of Sask. It would be cool to get up there for like a junior game, like a Western League tilt, throw both ways kind of up there, maybe in Stoon or Jaw, or maybe even Reg, Regina Sask, Bloody Ass. I don't know. Sask people are just the best. Like, my favorite team is the Rough Riders in the CFL. I have a 24 Pilsner jersey in my closet. Actually, one of my buddies from Sask gifted it to me. My number in college was number 24. So, yeah, I love it, man. I got to get up there for the Banjo Bowl versus Winnipeg and the CFL. Like, I love Sask.
Yeah, I think, like, we definitely do that. We diversify. We don't just do NHL games
No.
and shit.
College, junior.
We should just do everything, man. And I can't wait. And speaking of that switch, I heard that the Gophers. I didn't hear. I saw Gage's tweet.
Oh
my god!
You knew it. You knew they were talking. You knew it.
What a redirect!
Off his skate. Right off his boot. Wow, against his former club that he went to the deadline last year. Tyler Bertuzzi ties it up. I don't know if it was Morgan Riley or Bertuzzi because they hit a skate in front. I don't know if it was redirected by a Boston player in terms of friendly fire. or that ultimately end up being Bertuzzi's goal. But let's take a look how this developed. Little cycle play, low to high, little tosser pass. Domi fires it. Misses the cage. Riley,
Ooh, it hit.
that's how Lindholm skate.
Oh, skate shin
that is
pad.
first goal.
Dude, you know what I'm going to say here? Bertuzzi is so unbelievably noticeable every game.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
he's been just a fucking rat around the net ever since his junior days.
so how do you feel about, wait, so UND doesn't play the Gophers this year?
No,
That's so gay. Why?
because it's only a play minute.
Oh!
They're not in the same conference, and both teams, like, Nodak always wants to play them, but they don't agree every year.
Why?
I don't know, they're scared shins. They played them for the last 2 years, maybe 3, and now they're taking a year off. Yeah, I don't know, fella. I don't know why.
It's so weird.
We'll have to go up there for like a Denver series or Duluth.
Oh my God!
That is why that guy is a Hall of Famer.
Oh my, connector and in. He would connect forward. Folks, holy shit, that was elbow dinking down. How you doing? Bertuzzi on the ice. Wow.
Oh my God!
Holy fuck, fella. What a talk. I still think this is going to OT. Dude, what a berry. Are you kidding me? How did this happen? F3 and late. 2D below the goal line. Right at the
Oh
dot.
my God! Whose guy is that right there?
Well, Domi is playing the rail, so that's not technically his guy. That is a defenseman's guy. It's got to be. It's Edmondson or the center, Poppy. But they're both low, so it's hard. I don't know, man. That's hard because Marchand comes in late. They don't identify him as the F3 coming into the zone because he comes off a change or comes in late. And now it's a numbers game. So Domi's confused because he's got to take care of his rail in terms of the defenseman. He's playing just at the dot, outside of it, 2 feet. He was only 2 feet off the dot. Marchand sneaks underneath that check. He finds soft area. He buries it. I mean, I don't know if he really fault anyone there. I just think there were 2 collapsed in terms of 3 guys below the goaler. Fuck, what a talk. Wow. That was Phil.
And was dragged along in the culture of the roads from Jara to Bergeron to the new captain here, Marchand.
I can't believe it was that quick.
A Hall of Fame player, no question about it. Wotherspoon trying to get it.
I just got another message about they let us get the Friday hats. Those will be out Friday morning. I think I'm gonna set it for midnight on Friday, folks. Yeah. So get your hat. They're gonna be $32.69. There's nothing I can do about shipping, guys. Listen. I wish it was cheap to Canada. I don't even set the fucking price. It's automatic based on weight. So, a lot of people list their hats for $40, $50. So I'm gonna try to get down to 32. So, Andrew Elliott, are you guys drinking? I had a coffee with a little bit of turkey in it. But 7 minutes to go here in the third switch.
Oh my God.
What a change of events.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, right? Who answers? It's the captain, the future Hall of Famer, Brad Marchand, putting the team on his chin and his back, getting a very big go-ahead goal. Right now, if you're watching along, we have 6:55 remaining here in the third period. That is the final frame. I mean, talk about sucking the life out of the building over at Scotiabank. That is always no ditty. But yeah, talk about just taking everything away the Leafs had gained from that Bertuzzi goal. They thought they were in the game. They thought they had knotted this thing up. And again, Brad Marchand shoves it right back down their hoop. That is ditty on that. Oh my God, what a shot there. But yeah, what a tuck, dude. Short side, like dinking down. I mean, you can't teach that. Now there's a little bit of a breakdown in terms of, yes, the Leafs, maybe they could have had better coverage, but at the same time, Marchand came in late, man. He came in low, slow, read the play, got in and around the dot. Domi obviously off his check, monitoring the point. If that puck's going to go low to high, that puck goes just inside the dot, and he's not able to recover. And they had 3 guys in terms of 2 defensemen below the goal line. They're showing it again. So Matthews, I think, gets too low here. That's what. So he gets beat off his check. Now Marchand, Domi outside of his wall. I mean, it just happens, man. Now Matthews is going in there to outnumber, to get above the puck, to get something going in terms of get that breakout, help his defenseman out. I don't think you can really fault him there, man. I don't know.
Who, Domi?
No, Matthews. It's just hard because
Doesn't Domi have to like take a step in there though? Like,
Well, he's gotta be-
is so out of the play.
well, he's got to be more aware of what's going on. But again, he's reading 2 defensemen at the top and 2 forwards in. So his vision, he's thinking, I'm good. He thinks probably Marchand. He didn't scan the ice back. He probably thinks Marchand's on the other side of the ice, or he's good. So that what allows him to get inside of that dot. And yes, Domi, I think, has to play the rails. So that's on the dots, and he's a little bit out of position there. That's just a soft area that Marchand finds as a veteran of 1,000 games.
Hockey Night in Scottsdale, final 5. Oh,
How many people have we had on this thing so far? 12?
no. 19.
Nice. Folks, again, we always sincerely thank you for tuning in to the boys over here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale as we are trying to build the biggest, the most, the baddest coverage you can get anywhere else but here on our chins, talking to you, the people, live streaming games, doing live shows. Obviously, we were talking about our Hockey Night in Scottsdale off-season content earlier today. That will be released sometime in and around the draft, and we'll roll that out all throughout the summer. We cannot wait for that. We were filming yesterday. We're going to film some more today. We won't dive too deep into detail with that because we want to surprise you. We want to give you coverage of us, live footage of just doing good rat shit out there. But right now in the game, more importantly, 2-1 in favor of the away team.
Where should I get my next meal in Forks?
Well, they took away Grand Junction, so it used to always be the debate between Pepper and Junction. So if you're just going for something fast, fucking go to Pepper, go to the one on University. As you always know, everyone knows that. But if you're going for something like a little bit more upscale or classier, obviously I like Toasted Frog. Over there, hang out, have a martini. You're over 21, that is. Other spots I like in town, of course, you got the Italian Moon. Shout out to Casey Perper. Shout out to the good folks over at the Moon. Love that spot. There's a lot of good spots. Blue Moose on the east side, fella. But if you're going for something quick, obviously, man, it's a Pepper, no doubt.
We need more playoff content. More laughing degenerates in the chat. Yeah, we'll be streaming. Look, we've been streaming all playoffs like pretty steadily, so we're gonna keep doing that. And then don't forget, Hockey Night Scottsdale has off-season. The Hockey Night Scottsdale, the off-season edition. We're going to be releasing around 12 episodes throughout the summer. They're going to be vlogs, and they're going to be good. You're going to see us live playing tennis, doing off-season shit. I think you guys are really going to like that shit. Luigi, don't you fucking dare be booing me because of that. You guys are going to like it. Fuck you, bitch. You fucking dumbass. Very terrible audio like your product. Okay, we got few haters in the chat, which is always good. That means it's working. So, Mr. White, take a step back and fuck yourself. We're streaming. All right, we got more hate in the chat for the final 5. Welcome in. Thank you for the views. We appreciate it. You fucking pussy.
Yeah, you never say it chin to chin, fella. I know you wouldn't. If you did, you get hit so many lefts, you'd be begging for my right because I am a lefty and I'm not tough, but I'm probably tougher than you. Anyways, back to the game. 5 minutes remaining here in the third frame. Again, Brad Marchand with the go-ahead goal to put his team up. The Boston Bruins 3-2 in this original 6 matchup playoff edition. Last time the Toronto Maple Leafs winning a series against the Bruins. Well, that dates back to 1959 when Elvis Presley was still in the Army. The Ford T model was just 20 years old, and your grandma was smoking LSD with her aunt.
And sucking on a wrench. Marner in the corner. We have 4:28 remaining. Up to Riley. Back down to Marner. Back down to Packboy. Over to Jack Boy. Shoots it right into Riley's calf there.
Right into Riley's back of his wrench.
I don't know what the hell that was about. 4:12 remaining. Leafs down 1. At what point? I'm pulling the goalie right now at 4 minutes. Oh my God. Riley loses an edge. Holy shit, Swish, you just missed that. Just full blown blows a tire.
Oh, that's the worst. Equipment manager Bobby Hastings of the Toronto Maple Leafs and Chris McKay will get him cleaned up. get him a new edge. Two of the best in the National Hockey League. Shout out to Kegger. Shout out to Bobby Hastings. Kegger is an absolute beauty. Throws both ways. A local Ontario boy from Ottawa. In his 6th year, I believe, with the team. What a fella. Anyways, folks, that's enough about a pit stop and NASCAR-like talk. Again,
Dylan, why don't you get your pussy bitch ass on the stream? Stop running your goddamn mouth, you pussy. DM me. I'll send you the link and get on here and say that to my face, you bitch.
say it to your chin.
Fucking pussy ass bitch.
Fellas.
Anyway, folks, we got Archie Hopkins, who's been a bright spot in this chat, unlike Dylan. Would getting matching not your average tats with my white friend be a good decision? Archie, I'm gonna say probably not. I think it's funny, but I don't know if that's the right decision. But then again, you're a man, you can make those decisions.
You do have your own chin at the end of the day. Folks, again, right now, 316, 315. John Cougar, John Deere, and John 316 left in the hockey game. If you're following along here at Hockey Night in Scottsdale, boys are geared up, fully suited up. Fight straps are on, chins are tucked. And Nick Robertson, who we were chirping earlier, gets a great chance in on Swayman, but he was confident. He fronted that pill. He fronted that pill like your local drug dealer dropping off a brick and said, "Get this thing sold. I'll give you your cut." Why is Labushkin on the ice with 3 minutes left in the offensive zone? These are questions I have for Sheldon Keefe at this time. Okay, so shorten the bench, play 5 deep, fella. Like what's going to happen with Bush on the ice? No offense, he has like 3 points in the last 3 years.
I would pull the goalie right now, man. Get a change and get the.
Why do you do that?
Why are you skating into 3 guys? You got lucky there. Pull the goalie. Oh my God! Did they?
I don't know. Like, why is Labushkin still on the ice?
Oh my God!
Heinen's got to win that bill.
Now they go.
Samsonite.
What did Martin do? Oh, it's the fuck. I can't see this guy. All right, close time.
All right, we got 155, 156 remaining here as Morgan Riley gets the Clydesdales going. He's able to get to center ice and send it in as Mitch Martyr avoids contact with Brandon Carlo. Oh, my God.
Oh!
Dude, this guy is insane.
Swayman. Oh, my God.
Oh, that was cocky, too. Man, if
Swayman's got to play.
if they play Allmark in game 2, they are legit.
Does anyone know Brad Marchand and Tavares combined for 6 shots? They had to, right? Marchand is 5 by himself. Holy shit. I finally want a prize pick bet. Let's go. Anyway, it's crunch time for the Leafs here, folks. Minute 42 remaining. We got Drew Miller in the chat saying Sheldon Queef might be retarded. And yes, questionable.
Slow, yes. Retarded, maybe. Like Forrest Gump. So 1:30 left, icing on the play. Nobody called timeout. Let's just get this thing going.
We stopped 35 out of 36 in game 1. Sure, a lot of pressure.
I mean, whatever fuck your plan. Like if your plan was to play both these goals, like they don't play till fucking Saturday now after this. If this guy gets this done and you go to Allmark, you're legit idiotic. Right? Like you're an absolute idiot. I don't give a shit what your plan in February was, what your plan was last week. I don't give a fuck what you're thinking about in the summer at your lake house, whacking your wife, how we could have done it differently in Florida. This is not the Florida series, motherfucker. This is what we're calling Boston on Toronto. This is full on mano y mano, chin on chin. Sheldon Keefe might be retarded. That's just great, Anita.
Guys, as always, this broadcast is brought to you by Butter Golf. That's butter.golf and newly reopened Heat Daddy merch. Minute 19 remaining, empty net. Pavel Zacha, who's actually, he shut my ass up. I didn't think that he was going to play as well as he's been playing. He's been playing great. It's like, sort of, man, sometimes you just put that B sweater on your chest and players just find their game, man.
Yeah, he gets around another Czech native too. That's a penalty. Any league.
That might be a little bit of a dive,
Dumb.
and that's going to go in. Oh, it hits the pipe.
It's the post with the shot, as Doc Henry. That was a penalty all day, man. That was almost a horse collar. Not a horse collar, but he grabbed him right on the breezer pant. It's a scummy play. Watch this. McAvoy got caught in the quicksand. This is a classic play. You grab the back of a pant or the side of the pant, and there's nowhere you can go. Your legs literally come out underneath you. Yep. Holding any league, fella. Watch this. Show it. That's a horrible angle.
What was that? Who's in the replay room?
What are you showing?
Show the fucking penalty, you jackass.
ESPN is so bad.
They stop. Can't figure out their audio and shit. They didn't even show it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, show the penalty.
That is the angle you give us. And then you show us an empty netter that hits the post. Who gives a fuck about the empty netter? We want to see the penalty.
Yep, Bether was wearing a butter golf hat in his interview. That's so Ferda.
That is Ferda.
Guys, show the penalty. Holy fuck.
I don't get why why are they not showing it?
Especially for guys like me that have glasses on and I can't see. Show the damn penalty.
Well, what are we hiding it for? What are we doing? Why we get that's the look you give us, the last second of it? Forever mystery. It's kind of nice though. Like I'm not saying they want to be in this position, but like at least they can ice it and still pull.
Yeah, I mean,
you know, like I mean, it's not ideal, but at least you can still ice it. You can still whack.
Won 2 out of 3 tonight, head-to-head with Matthews.
Man, this series is for sure going 7. Crazy that Nylander's out too, man. It's such a dagger.
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit! Watching it from that. Oh my god!
What a play that was.
What the fuck?
What a play that was. What a play by Marchand there, though. Dude, did you see how he did that? He stopped on the puck and then threw his body at Bertuzzi, who thought he had him beat. And he took him down and Pasta got that puck and throws it at the cage, obviously. But that play by Marchand is so good. That is so good.
That was a crazy play for the over, if you think about it. 5.5, and that happens right there. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for joining the stream last minute. All 2,100 of you, all 200,000 of you that joined, we appreciate it. Look at Marchand, just hits the side of the net.
It's the side of the chin.
Bertuzzi tries to go full Adam Fox and kind of wait out the other guy. And oh my god, Marchand's just such a dog.
Yeah. What a play, what a player, what a game. Now it becomes a best of, you got 5 games left, so 4 games left.
All right, guys, thank you for joining. We'll be back soon. Check out Twitter for when the next time we're going to be live streaming. We didn't do that today because we went on Spittin' Chicklets. Shout out to the Spittin' Chicklets boys for having us on. We appreciate it. And everyone have a great night.
Thanks. Appreciate it, folks.